Hello all newcomers and welcome back fellow Eternians. As always, it's me, Emperor AP, and thank you guys for jumping in. Today I am so excited to talk to you about some stuff. As you may notice, I have updated our live stream goal. You can see it's still get us to 1,000 subscribers, but the date has changed. What's going on, Peel Plays? It's always good to see you in the chat. Real quick, I am going to drop the link in our Discord for everybody so the rest of the family can join us, the Eternian family. So if you will give me just one quick second, I will upload that, and we will be well on our way. To here, and then here, and then boop. Here we go. Okay, cool deal. So now we are getting everything started. I'm actually going to let everybody join the voice chat function with us and listen in.
Hello.
Hey!
AP!
We're doing some pretty epic stuff. We're doing
pretty laggy though, but like,
oh my gosh! Hold on, everybody, y'all gotta talk one at a time because
sorry,
it was good.
Yeah,
we're just
we got
excited.
our Minecraft server set up. It's pretty laggy. You know, could use a bit of work, but
I will work on that. I will work on lowering the lag. But so far, it's been pretty fun.
I'm glad everybody's having fun. I saw a whole bunch of messages in the Discord, and I was loving it. I'm glad you guys are being creative and getting some stuff done. We got KTM in the chat. We got Peel Plays in the chat.
You gotta get Java Edition, dude. You gotta join this. We wrote a law book, and the first law is the Emperor, being you, is the supreme authority above all else.
Hey!
We have a bunch of government documents. We decreed Trans-Eternian Railway.
I was about to say, please don't approve a transatlantic slave trade. That would be a horrible.
No.
I mean, tell them about the Indonesia.
Yeah, so we established a colony known as Eternian East Indies.
Oh no.
That's Will Machine's doing. You can actually he's streaming his point of view.
Yeah.
The Eternian East Indies.
He might soon have like a plate finding expedition.
Yeah, and he's been exporting goods between the homeland, which is New Eternia, which is what we've called it. Also, I just wanted to ask you something, AP.
Yes.
We have named it New Eternia. Just wanted to know if that's what you approve of. We said we could change it if you didn't approve.
No, that's perfectly fine. I'm glad you guys are able to sort of make it your own. Yeah.
I am the mayor. I am essentially the regent in your place. I'm
the Minister of Defense and the head of the army because
they're all dictators.
We are at war. We are at war with the Ender Dragon and the mobs of Minecraft.
Oh, and Jesus Christ! This is becoming heavily fantasy. This is getting interesting.
And the Indonesian government, aka
I mean, they do attack us, so it's not exactly too wrong.
And the aka the Eternian East Indies governor is Will Machine. He's doing a real good job. I'm real proud of him. I've like a real politician. I've just been sitting in my office all day signing documents, like for real.
And Stefan's going through.
Stefan's declared independence pretty much. He's hiding in a cave like freaking Osama bin Laden.
Whoa.
Should we go on an expedition to find him?
No, we're
I just went silent.
First off, I just want to go ahead and read the chat. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I have a new skin in the game. I have like a cool Imperial skin thing, and I love it.
Do? Hold
on.
I gotta check this.
I saw it.
I didn't see.
KTM hit me up about it immediately. KTM's on point.
Oh, that's epic.
Thank you guys. I think it's just the thing that comes with like Windows 10 version. I didn't know what skins I had, but it said I had some. So.
Wait, you got Java? Or not yet.
I have not gotten Java. I want to get Java, but I have Windows 10 version. I tried to check today because I was hoping that if I had already bought Windows 10 version, that it would just allow me to download Java, but it doesn't.
No, back in the day, back when Bedrock first came out, they had a thing where you could download Bedrock if you already had a Java account, but it's not the other way around.
Gotcha.
Oh, by the way,
Also, Vincent, turn around and pick that up.
wait, hold on.
Bro, guys, I got full iron. That was easy.
AP, I have a message for you.
Yes.
It's my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Wait, hold on. Who is that? Let me see.
That's
In the...
Meme Fan.
Meme Fan, yeah. President of the Democratic Republic of Pakistan.
Oh, wow. Okay. Happy birthday, President Meme Fan. I don't know your actual name, so I'm going to just say
My real
that.
name is Logan.
Congratulations, President Logan. Happy birthday. How old are you?
I turned 13.
Congratulations.
Oh god, you're gonna go through puberty. Oh god.
Be prepared for fun teenage years.
My birthday gift is that I
like be
request.
prepared for like weird teenage.
My birthday gift is that I request to be made Prince of Eternia.
Oh no.
There's not a well, you'd have to be my son. You'd have to be my son.
Some very awkward things. We're not gonna go there. So,
Vincent, you go sleep in your house. I'm going to the mayor bunker. Oh yeah, I built this thing. It's called the mayor bunker. It's below it's below
totally
the town hall.
It's below the Reichstag. I mean, it's mayor.
The town hall.
We have the attorney in Reichstag.
Let's not. Let's how about
Let's
not?
not do that.
Your worship, are you there?
Well, I'm asleep right now. Oh, by the way, your worship is just what you call a mayor. They're not worshiping me.
I'm currently fighting a horde. Rex, what did you do?
I went to mine. Like I dropped down into like a mine shaft. I'm stuck. I'm fighting for my life right now.
Oh, you meant that kind of. You get that kind of horde. I thought you meant like pillagers. I'm like, oh no.
Oh yeah, we're currently also at war with the Illager Empire.
Pillagers.
Oh,
I didn't know. Hey, I didn't know about that.
There's a pillager tower near the what's it called?
Guys, we need to assemble an armed
Guys, I'm trying to
assemble some sort of military force and assault that base.
I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the voice chat and everything right now because I'm excited to hang out with you guys, but at the same time, it's like y'all are all on a completely different server. So for everybody who's watching this, y'all are just talking about things and doing things that I can't see and nobody else can see.
You gotta get Java. Then it would be so fun.
I'm not gonna get Java.
Hey, Pay, can you quickly make another voice chat on the server for the new Eternia server so we can move so we're not interrupting your stream?
I don't know. I might just dip out of this voice chat because I don't mind y'all hanging out, but I don't know.
Yeah, it sucks that you don't have Java, man. We gotta like pool money together or something.
Java. You said you were gonna do that. You gotta get him Java.
His card was declined apparently.
My card was actually.
Oh my god, is someone actually gonna go to sleep or am I gonna have to go fight the mobs?
Oh my god!
Can I just skip the day time?
Yeah.
Set day.
Dude, just skip the time.
There you go.
No,
I skipped the time.
Lol, we sleep.
By the way, Mayor
Time
Conrad,
zero?
what is your preferred title?
Oh, by the way, I just set up. Wait, who's the guy with the sword? With the sword.
I have the sword. I have a sword.
BP,
Yeah.
I made a sign of where my thing is.
Preferred title?
Yeah. B.
Give me a second. Where are you?
Turn around.
Leave.
Yep.
There you are.
God damn! I couldn't kill
You've
anyone.
literally been mining in the Great Lol right nutsack stand.
Cause yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing the stream with the voice chat on.
Yeah, we're in
but
a different server. We understand.
Yeah, I'd really like it if we could like find a way to talk about stuff on this stream without you guys being, I don't know, doing what y'all are doing. I know y'all are having fun. I don't want to stop y'all, but I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Like, what's like the like what's like what are you talking about like this time? Is it like you
Will,
know
is your friend awake yet? Because Will said he has a friend who has a spare Minecraft account.
He does have a spare Minecraft account, and he basically gives it out to whoever wants to use it. Let me.
Oh, hey, AP, I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I'm actually the president of the United Allies of Internet Trolls.
Oh no!
I don't know what that is, but
The Minecraft.
That, like, skit
Your
you
skit,
made
come
skit
on.
from
skit
Micro War.
about micronational war, the Federation.
The Federation
Federation
of
of Butthurt Babies and the
retard hill.
The United Allies of Internet Trolls. And then
oh yeah. Oh, I didn't get my own reference. I feel dumb.
Yeah.
wow.
All right.
Wow, we know your lore better than you do.
You really do. I appreciate y'all. Hold up. So are you really? Have you created this officially?
We need to have the Federation of Butthurt Babies and the United Allies of Internet Trolls in the server, in the Java server.
Oh no, I am not doing. I will literally destroy. I will destroy both of them as the. I am the head of the new Eternian army. I need to specify that. Because obviously we know our glorious emperor is against wars. I am acquiring this cobblestone, if you don't mind, Stefan.
All right.
Taking some of your spare cobblestone, I'll bring it
I
back.
did contact my friend. He hasn't responded yet.
Okay.
So yet. I'll tell you the second he's awake.
Food as well. Shit.
Yeah, when he responds, you need to give the account to AP.
So he can. Why are you calling Nutshakistan?
Because I can.
Hey guys, I went ahead and made a new voice channel for New Eternia. If anybody wants to hang out on the stream and like talk about micronational stuff, I definitely love you guys to be on. But just as far as like y'all talking about stuff on the what y'all are doing on the server, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
well,
I'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll be
okay.
It was nice.
We'll be back probably. Maybe
I'll
not.
probably be back later.
All right, sounds good. See you guys.
Right.
Yeah, I need to like start making content as well.
Oh no, absolutely. That's what I wanted to talk about. That's part of what this stream was about. So we just had Will Machine, who is a citizen of ours. He's actually our third citizen. I want to say congratulations to him, and I'm excited about him being a part of it. But as well, we are about to have Emperor Charles as well potentially making content for us, which will be exciting because potentially doing some editing on either these streams or doing some of his own content. That'll be cool.
So like podcasts, stuff like that, basic stuff, just like talking, getting feedback, just like basic.
No, absolutely. Well, and especially being in Nigeria and things like that, I think you could have a really interesting perspective that maybe a lot of the audience hasn't really gotten a chance to hear. So being a micronationalist and being from a unique place in the world has a lot going for it.
So, I have a question for AP. What's it like in Alabama?
It's nice. I feel like, so I have been to 2 different parts of Alabama. I'm actually not an Alabama native. I was born in Louisiana and raised in Louisiana. I'm a Cajun, but Alabama is nice. I finished high school in southern Alabama, and then now I'm going to college in northern Alabama. Very, very different. Southern Alabama's extremely flat, very folksy in certain senses. Northern Alabama is interesting because it's a lot more metropolitan. There's more mountains, things like that. It starts to get up in the foothills near Georgia. So there's a big difference between being in South Alabama and being in North Alabama for sure. That's a great question. I'm going to go ahead and check our chat here while we're hanging out. We have 3 viewers. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Kaylee said, hey, yo, whenever you get the Java version, I can join you. I would love for you guys to join me in the Java version, but as of right now, I do not have that. Mibia said, hey, do you mind if I make nukes on Java because I know how, and I can bomb the areas where he's hiding in a cave. I as of right now, have not done anything in the Java server, so I don't have control over it.
Sorry.
If I ever get like Java editions, I have like an idea for making like TNT cannons around both New Eternia and East Indies. Aspirian.
Anyone who's like interested in like joining the server, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about like placing like when I do like get Java edition, like placing like a series of TNT cannons around Eternia and East Indies and New Eternia as like a defense, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but like one of the rules is you can't like really grief. So I mean, I understand for like
Yeah, I
defense,
mean
but
like,
like
but it's not like meant for griefing purposes. It's meant self-defense purposes.
okay.
I
Yeah.
guess what I would be curious about, would they be something that would be like automatically attacking just the like hordes and things, or what would be the, how would you do that?
Like if like
I mean,
a mob or like a group of mobs approaches, they could fire on them.
like you gotta like look at this like from like a gameplay perspective as well. It's like, I mean, would you really need a TNT cannon to take out what like a few mobs? It's like it's not really that like necessary.
Yeah. I do definitely see both sides of it. It'd be interesting if you could make somehow like something that shot just an individual projectile that could kill like a single thing. Could you make like an archery gun or something? Because I
Okay,
know.
I think I heard something
yeah.
about like the see, it's like there's like some like commands for like rapid fire arrow guns, you know, that come out of
We have like enchanting books. It's Minecraft. You can just like enchant your weapon. It's like
here's the
it's
video.
like in Minecraft. You have like different opportunities. Like like you can like express yourself like so easily through like Minecraft, like building like your own base. Little colony. Set up some like dock.
Like hold on here. Here's a video about
I'm trying to fight these two guys right now. They keep trying to climb up on my rock. They need to get up off my rock. The drowned will not stay drowned, and it's an issue.
I'm gonna go to the new attorney VC. So see you. See you.
right.
See it?
I'm gonna play with AP.
Oh, I appreciate it. Are you actually in the server?
Me?
Yeah.
No. But if I do get Java, which might be in the near future, I do probably intend on joining.
Okay, cool deal. Wait, so you don't have Minecraft at all?
I mean, I do have Minecraft, but it's only on Pocket Edition.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Wait, so can Pocket Edition and Windows 10 Edition sync up, or is it
I don't
all
know.
different?
I mean, like I think they're two different versions. I think Minecraft Pocket Edition is like Bedrock Edition.
Got you. Okay.
I don't think the two can sync up.
Got you. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me why they would have like 4 separate versions of Minecraft that can't interact with each other.
Oh yeah, I posted like a video in the chat about like some like tutorial for some ultra rapid fire, fast and easy to make machine gun.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, KTM's joining my map. KTM's joining my server.
Hey KTM.
Hey.
Wait, can people hear me on the stream or no?
Yes, you are live on the stream.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You guys, you all are really supportive and keep up the support.
Oh, absolutely. I really appreciate it, man. But tell me about, I guess, what got you into micronationalism and stuff.
I just thought it would be like a fun idea. What about you?
Absolutely. Well, I definitely have a lot of fun with it. I think, especially when I was around your age, seeing people have the ability, no matter what they were doing, and no matter where they were from, to create their own nation sounded like a cool idea to me. So it was absolutely a lot of fun. But then at the same time, my specific family situation is interesting because we've gone through a lot of hardships and things like that. So in feeling like I would like to make a better life for my family, I also felt like there's a lot of flaws with the country that I live in. So I hoped, even though we had a decent life here, I hope to make a better one for myself and my family and anybody else who feels the same way. So trying to make something new.
Does Eternia have any medals?
As of right now, we do not. That's one of the things I'm really excited about making, actually, and hopefully selling on our store.
I was thinking about actually making our own medals for house stand. Like, it's not like a ribbon. I mean, it's not like a medal you wear on your chest. It's like one that goes around your neck. It would be called like the Hero of House to Stand. And I think I might award it to you or something.
Oh, that's wonderful. And first off, thank you. That would be a huge honor. But also, that's really cool. So, would it be something that's given out like annually? Would it be something that is only on like special occasions? How would you go about that?
Probably like more special occasions.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's really cool.
Instead of like a circle shape, it like the metal part would be like a shield shape, which is like the arms.
It would be a shield shape, and then what?
Like the metal part, like most of them like come in a circle, but but this one will come in a shield.
Oh, that's cool. Do you know where you could get something like that?
Probably like something like a hobby shop, like the ribbon, the cloth part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure where to get like the shield part though.
Absolutely. Well, so that's what I was gonna say. One of the things that I'm excited about doing for
Suspirian joined.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Suspirian? Did they join the... Oh, hey, okay, so what is going on, Suspirian?
Not very much.
Fair enough. We were talking about like medals for micronations and stuff. One of the things that I'm excited about for the Empire of Eternia, in doing our metal smelting that we've been up to, we're actually about to upgrade our furnace when I get back to my northern territory. So what I'm hoping to do with that is to be able to make a lot quicker production for our aluminum melting, potentially adding other metals as well, and being able to do them a lot more quickly. So hopefully pretty soon we will have the ability to custom make all sorts of metal objects for people. And House of Stan, if you ever wanted us to make that hero's medal for you, we definitely could.
Like the shield part, you know?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Not a problem.
Maybe you could become like an exporter of your metals.
Yeah, that would be the plan. Is that and then ingots as well.
And then maybe House of Stan will like import them.
Yeah, that would sound wonderful. And the good news about doing the metal smelting as well is that it doesn't just have to be metals. It can be not MEDALS, but METALS. It can be any sort of thing that is metallic. We can make metals like you wear in your chest or like you put around your neck, but we could also make things like crowns or jewelry or all sorts of different stuff. Buttons, coins, anything that we could pour metal onto, we could make pretty much.
So do you remember a guy he used to like sometimes show up in your Roblox streams? His name was Dalek is Cool.
Yes, I think we actually had Dalek on the stream last night.
Yeah, but I have some very unfortunate news. Dalek had his Roblox account terminated.
Uh-oh, for what?
They don't know, and they just said it was inappropriate. But he has a new account though.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
No.
At least he's bouncing back.
Yeah.
KTM saying they're lost. Hold up. Can you teleport me to you? Do you know the command for teleport, by chance?
Me?
Yes.
On Roblox or Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Let me look it up.
I appreciate it.
Teleport command.
While you do that, I'm going to check these comments. Kingdom
You
of
might need
Namibia.
like a command block, I think, or maybe like /TP, I think.
/TP. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, but you might need like something like a command block.
Gotcha. That is a great question. I'm trying to figure that out. Now I have to do some Googling. Go to your choose tab, press open worlds, go down to teleport player, teleport me, choose your player. Okay. So
So in New Eternia, we will most likely be soon constructing the Imperial Palace.
hey, nice.
But we're still trying to figure out like where we'll place it. We'll probably place it in like a flat area.
Okay. Cheats aren't enabled in this level. Oh, damn it. So I can't do it. Now I gotta go into settings to enable cheats. Cheats activate cheats. Command blocks enabled. Achievements are only available in worlds where survival mode with cheats off. Oh, okay. So then, yeah, I want to be able to do the achievements though. I want it to be able to be. If I want to keep the realism alive. We got Grand Duchy said, if I'm the only person in my nation, am I the head of the guard? I guess. Sorry, was somebody about to say something? Okay.
Wait, AP.
Yes.
I joined a micronational organization.
Interesting. Tell me about it.
It's called the Micronational Assembly.
I have heard of them. I have heard of the Micronational Assembly.
MA.
Nice.
Yeah. A Sasperian is the official scribe of the MA.
Nice. So what, I guess, what makes the Micronational Assembly unique or interesting?
I guess I'll let Sasperian answer that one. Because, more higher ranked in that.
Well, has its, okay, wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Okay. Just making sure. Well, I think the organization itself sort of does its own thing. Very unique.
But I guess what makes somebody want to join the Micronational Assembly as opposed to being just a micronation on their own?
Well, you just. Oh, I'm trying to think. You mean like, okay, wait, could you, like, did you, mean like, why, you should join EMA?
Yes.
Well, I guess for, communication.
Interesting. Do you
Yeah,
feel like? Oh, I'm sorry.
The objective of the EMA is communication between micronations and devoted to peace and promoting the common good.
Okay. Interesting. Do you feel like you're able to achieve more being in the Micronational Assembly as far as that communication than if you were to just go around and ask for diplomacy or reach out to other nations directly?
Well, I do think that, it has just. Now you think that human extent that is easier to communicate. There's a lot of micronations who are on there.
Absolutely. I guess what do you feel like the are there other objectives? Are there additional objectives? I suppose.
Well, I think that there's not really any other objectives.
Fair enough. Do you consider most micronations that are in the Micronational Assembly to be realist or fantasy?
Well, realist. Our organization was basically.
I'm sorry, I think I might have missed the last thing you said, Suspiria.
Just call him Anthony, by the way.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, our organization was basically made for only serious micronations.
Interesting. And so, what constitutes a serious micronation to the Micronational Assembly?
Well, you have to I believe that you have to own actual land.
Oh wow. Okay, that's an interesting requirement.
Not so you have to be well, actually. So I think that
Yes.
I'm gonna read you a story.
You're gonna read me a story.
Yeah, about the creation of the Sasperian Declaration of Independence.
Interesting.
Born
Okay.
October 2017, 13-year-old Anthony Gitton started to create its Declaration of Independence to formally establish the nation and to declare independence from the United States, to announce Sasperian sovereignty from America. It was likely a few minutes after the creation of the document that Anthony had to arrive at his then middle school. It was the same day, around noon Central Standard Time, Anthony had just arrived at the cafeteria, which was during the 8th grade lunch period, and quickly formed the Sasperian Congress at his table. Most of the founding fathers signed the Declaration during this time. Several minutes had passed, and Anthony G had to go to class and carry the document with him. A few hours had passed by, and the end of the school had just ended for the day. Anthony walked out of school and saw Sebastian Hanno and told him about the Sasperian Declaration of Independence. Anthony had asked him if he wanted to participate, and Sebastian decided to sign the document, making him the last signatory of the Declaration. Um, it was then around 5 to 7 p.m. in UTC, 6 o'clock. Anthony came to what is known as ONUSO, Sasperian.
Inueso.
ONUSO, Sasperian. The document was starting to be written by Anthony, who had gotten some inspiration from the United States Declaration of Independence. Shared similar themes of freedom and liberty, and then the final touches were added to the declaration. Shortly after it was written, Anthony began to read the document from beginning to end in a speech, thus announcing the separation of Sasperian from America. The end.
Interesting. So then I'm curious, saying that it started during the 8th grade lunch period, and that you had all your friends joining it, what if, I guess, what is the amount that you were willing to sacrifice for your Declaration of Independence? If, say, a principal or a teacher had come up, there wouldn't really be a reason for it. I'm just trying to make things an interesting question, I guess. If a principal had come up and said, "You can't declare independence. I'm suspending you from school," would you have accepted that, or would you have said, "Well, maybe I shouldn't declare my own country"?
Well, I probably would have just done. Well, things probably would have went differently.
No, absolutely. It's tough out there. Oh, I'm sorry.
The hottest temperature ever recorded in Sasperian was 111 degrees Fahrenheit. The lowest was 50 degrees, negative 50.
Wow. Where? Well, I guess that
in Texas.
in Texas. Okay, fair enough. I was gonna say that's a huge jump around.
Well, I think that was many years ago.
Oh, absolutely. So, was that a recorded temperature in Susperian when Susperian was formed, or is that from the history of Texas that you pulled that information?
Well, that's actually information from before Susperian. Basically, the weather record.
Oh, okay.
Basically, the weather records for my city.
Wow, interesting. Do you feel like the same founding members who were a part of your who were a part of Sasperian when it first was established are still a part of it today?
Well, I haven't actually. I've actually been trying to reach out.
Absolutely, because of the coronavirus and everything.
I've been trying to well, I've been trying to reach out with them basically, and so far I am the only person who signed the Syrian Declaration of Independence who is still participating in the country itself.
Interesting. Do you feel like Do you feel like the ongoing pandemic has made things hard for your nation?
Well, I think that it has impacted the diplomacy.
Fair enough. So did the founding members lose contact before um, the coronavirus outbreak started?
You mean like did I reach out to them prior to the pandemic?
I guess I'm curious about all of these founding members that you had at your lunch table. How active were they after that initial declaration?
Well, they just continue to, I guess, do other things.
Okay, interesting. Um, did you? Um, I guess whenever you created the Suspirian nation, did you have any specific expectations of those other founding members?
Well, I've been, I guess that I wanted them to be formal and to take this very seriously.
Absolutely. Do you feel like any of them were able to live up to that?
Well, I haven't really seen them in a while now, actually.
I get you. Did you see them? Did you see them um, once
Like
in the
last year.
days following your creation of your nation?
I did.
Interesting.
Because I was on the same lunch table as them.
And did they continue to act as members of the government during that time?
Well, I guess they continue to work on like school stuff. And then I kind of lost communication with some of them after middle school ended.
Fair enough. So are you in high school now?
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Again, I'm starting to. I think I'm kind of losing connection.
That's all right. I understand.
Okay, now I'm going to crack the Eternian economy by posting a bunch of banknote emojis.
You're gonna flood the market. Be careful. You could destroy everything.
I'm going to crash the Eternian economy. I'm gonna start a revolution.
That sounds like some butthurt baby talk. We better not have a rebellion on our hands.
Oh, bro. Remember, I'm the president of the United Allies of Internet Trolls.
They're coming after each other. It has started. Arby's wants to know where's the beef. It's right here. That's crazy though. Wait. So let me see. We have Suspirian, and we have Meme Fan, and you. I'm sorry.
Just call me House Stan.
Housestan. Gotcha. So Housestan, tell me a little bit about your nation and how you got started with it, why you got started with it, all that.
Well, that stuff can actually be on my micro wiki page. We were founded on the 25th of September 2019, and we only claim our house as an independent micronation. We used to be going under the name of the Three Rooms Empire, but on October 21st, due to a war, we changed our name, and due to terms of treaty, we changed our name and our government to the Democratic Republic of the Three Rooms. But later we would expand from just 3 rooms to an entire house and named ourselves Housestan.
Oh wow. And was that what led to that expansion?
It was due to the encouragement of my allies.
Interesting. And was there any resistance met to this expansion?
No.
That's good. So I guess, why did Housestan not start as Housestan? Why did it start as the 3 rooms?
Because we originally only claimed only 3 rooms. My room, a closet next to it, and my bathroom. However, we would later call ourselves the Three Rooms Empire because then we would do a roleplay thing and claim territory in Central Antarctica.
Interesting.
But those claims are baseless roleplay. But later on October 21st, we restructured our government and we're no longer a kingdom.
Interesting. If you're no longer a kingdom, do you still consider yourself an empire? Or are you still attempting expansion?
We still kind of like the idea of expansion, but we wouldn't consider ourselves to be an empire.
Okay. Interesting. What form of government does Housestan have right now?
Presidential republic.
Interesting. And do you have other citizens who are a part of this republic?
We only have, as of now, 4 citizens.
Still, that's exciting. Eternia has 4 citizens, including myself, so that's perfect.
4 citizens, gang.
Yeah, 4 citizens. No, but that's interesting. And also talking about what Suspirian said, if your government officials that you initially started out with ended up drifting apart, that's not a problem at all. Like I've talked about on the stream before, I had that exact same issue when I started.
To be honest, well, I guess the only other government officials are my parents, but they aren't really involved anymore, so I'm pretty much now the only government official.
Fair enough. But at the same time, you have plenty of time to grow that and to develop it, and I think you'll do very well. I know when I was in my freshman year of college, I tried to start my first micronation officially, being Veriditas.
What was it called?
It was called Veriditas, and it was supposed to be myself and 3 or 4 friends that I had right when I first started college. We would meet. I'm sorry.
What land did you claim?
We claimed our dorm rooms. So everybody had a different dorm room, and we would all claim the dorm rooms. In fact, one of them was not my roommate, but in a dorm right across the hall from me. So we claimed my dorm and the dorm across the hall, and then in addition we had citizens in other dorms. So that was how we claimed land, essentially just the places that we had at the time. But it really didn't go very far, is what I was going to say, which is why I started the Empire of Eternia. We had all of our citizens almost immediately ended up getting interested in other things and having other interests in mind. So if you ever have a situation where you're the only person working on your micronation, still keep chugging along, because it's something that takes many times to start getting traction on.
Our only our official form of currency, we just use the US dollar.
That's pretty cool. It's interesting. So we have the Eternian note, but it is pegged to the US dollar, so we're very similar in that regard.
Also, could you give me like a summary of why most democratic micronations fail?
Absolutely. We talked a little bit about that on the stream that was titled that exact same thing. In short, I think it's because of a lack of unity. It's KTM, hold up. KTM's at 8 p.m., sir. You'll never know what I had to go through to return here. He was lost for like a long time on the server, and now I just found him.
Ooh.
But in continuing on with, he said he brought gifts from unexplored lands. Please
wait,
deliver.
Is this on,
I'm sorry.
Is this in New Eternia?
No, this is actually on the stream. If you check out our stream right now, I am on the Windows 10 version. We have 6 viewers right now. I really appreciate you guys. If you can give it a like, I would appreciate y'all. We got a whole bunch of people in here. I haven't been reading the chat. Before I get to your question, House of Stan, let me just update the chat. We got Peel Plays says you should play European War 6. I've never played that, but it seems interesting. Kenya Archer Walker, what's going on? You should definitely add us and play with us. Free Dairy says interior crocodile alligator. I have a Chevrolet movie theater.
Sucks that no one's mentioning me.
Agree. We need to have people asking questions to House of Stan and Suspirian.
Yeah. Ask me and Saspirian.
Yeah, we gotta have, now that we have like multiple micronations who can give their opinions on the stream live, we need to have people hitting up questions and making alliances and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
But no, to get to your question, I really appreciated the question. When I made that video, I did have to make the caveat that, of course, no micronational type of government is inherently right or wrong. It's just that some can be more difficult to start out with and maintain success with. The reason that I see a lot of micronations, especially micronations just starting out, as democracies that fail, is because of a lack of unity. Whenever I started Veriditas, which is part of the reason that I made that live stream, was to talk about that story. It was a democracy. I wanted Veriditas to become something that that everybody could essentially make their own and felt like they were just as much a part of contributing to and developing as I was. The thing that ended up happening, though, is because it was just a complete democracy, people didn't feel like there should really be any specific enforcement of anything or any expectations held on them because everybody's equal. Now, that's not inherently the case with micronations. If you have a dedicated group of citizens, you can absolutely keep things running smoothly and growing. But a lot of the time, if a micronation isn't growing, it can become defunct and fall apart really easily. So the biggest difficulty that I find with democratic micronations is that you'll have a group of people who are excited to create a nation, but there isn't really any way to hold those people to trying to make consistent and achievable goals. So a lot of the time you can have a micronation that either exists simply to be entertainment, which is perfectly fine, but in trying to develop a realist nation, it leads to a lot of difficulty with maintaining your citizen base, keeping them there, and also with actually growing, because a lot of the time democracies also, as soon as they get a few citizens, want to start doing things that larger democracies do and modeling themselves after larger democracies, like for example creating political parties. But if you have 5 people in a nation and 3 political parties, that means that by nature your democracy is already very, very fractured. And people are disagreeing and arguing about what should be done and the way the nation should move forward, even though there isn't that much of the nation there to begin with in the first place. So if you don't have a lot of resources for your nation, but you're trying to get those, a democracy can make it really, really hard simply because of the fact that there isn't one person who can say, all right, regardless of what anyone else says, this is what our nation is, this is what we're attempting to do. If you're on board, get on board and stay on board, and if you're not, join something else. You know? Yeah. It can just be tough to to get that. But I think part of the reason why I personally chose an empire is because I felt after Viriditus fell that I wanted something for me. I cared about micronationalism, regardless of if the people who were in my nation cared about micronationalism, and I felt like I had picked the wrong people to be in that nation. So whenever I started the Empire of Eternia, I said, I want to do things the way that I want to do them, and if I have citizens, it will be because they're people who agree with that idea and join based on their belief in that and their support of what's going on instead of their ability to gain power for themselves. So yeah, I hope that answered the question, House System. I don't know if that was exactly what you were looking for.
Definitely did.
I'm glad to hear it. Why do you feel like you chose a democracy?
I don't know. Maybe it was like the easiest to understand. Maybe.
Absolutely, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But now we're more of a presidential republic.
Okay. What do you feel like are the pros and cons of a presidential republic?
I'm not really sure.
Okay. What do you think being the president would be like is like in your nation versus if you were, say, a dictator or a king?
Oh, to be honest, we don't really. I guess some people could call us like a dictatorship because we don't really have like a Congress or anything, Senate or a House of Representatives like the United States. Oh, yeah.
Fair enough. So then, just definitionally, do you think you are a republic, being that a republic does have to have some sort of
I mean, like
congressional?
we do have elections though. We do plan to actually have elections in October.
Okay. So how are those how are those elections formatted?
When election times come around, I'll probably like create the political parties and create like a form for citizenship and like a voting forum.
Okay. So that's interesting. So you, as the president, are creating the different political parties.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think there could be any drawbacks to separating your citizens based on their ideology?
No, but I could be wrong. I'm not really sure.
Absolutely. I think micronationalism, first and foremost, is about what you're interested in. So it's always good to do what you want first and foremost, and then to see how that goes. So if you like presidential republics, definitely move forward with that and see how successful you can make that and see what that leads to, because there are going to be things that presidential republics can do that monarchies just never will be able to, and vice versa.
So, has anyone asked any questions about me or Sasperian?
That is a great question. I actually haven't checked the chat in a minute, and thank you for reminding me. We have 7 viewers. Hey, we just went up by 1. Okay, so, Republic of Free Dairy says, who is Housestan? So I guess you should give a brief introduction. That'd be a good start.
Housestan, I consider myself to be a friend of Eternia, and Housestan is my personal micronation.
Okay.
We were founded on the 21st of September 2019, but we officially became a republic on the 21st of October. So, maybe like hold on. Give them this link in the chat.
Absolutely. So what were you in the in-between time before you were a republic, but after you had been declared?
Well, we were basically just like a kingdom.
Okay, so did you well, that's true. You told me. You said you were an empire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What made you choose Antarctica as your additional territory during that time?
Because apparently that area was unclaimed.
Hmm.
But but it was roleplay because I had like no way of actually enforcing my claim on it.
Fair enough. So then do you think that West Antarctica is, by that definition, also roleplay? Because they have no way of doing that.
Probably, yeah.
Fair enough.
Respect to the guy who runs it. I think he's pretty cool, but you know. And I wanted to thank him for his service, you know. Thank him for his service because he's a veteran. Yeah, he served in the US Navy.
Oh, wow.
But it is kind of role play.
Absolutely. And I don't think there's anything wrong with roleplay or fantasy nations, especially because I think House of Stan is representing a really good idea. Excuse me, West Antarctica is representing a really good idea, just in the fact that they're promoting this ideology of being eco-friendly and of protecting the environment and protecting Antarctica specifically.
I do like those things that they're trying to promote. But to be honest, maybe like you could turn that into like a non-profit organization, maybe.
Absolutely.
But hey, he can do whatever he wants. I have no authority over his micronation.
No, I completely understand. Oh, wow. I have gotten a whole bunch of stuff from KTM. This is awesome. He gave me a crossbow, a purple bed, a smithing table, a stone cutter. Ooh, we are going to have to go and bring all of this into my treasury. And I'm going to fight this guy. I'm beating him to death with a golden apple is my issue right now. Nice. Okay. But that is interesting. So, House of Stan. Let me see. I think we might have another question for you here.
By the way, I discovered a micronation that's really close to me, the Kingdom of Jupiter.
Interesting.
He's in like the same county as me.
Nice.
Time to go invade.
Nice. How did you find out about him?
I just looked up MicroCon 2019 and I clicked on him randomly and I discovered, oh, he's in Raleigh.
Nice. That's awesome. Super cool.
What about that possible question?
Yeah, so somebody did ask you, what is your opinion on war? Which is interesting because you actually just brought up invasion.
Yeah, my opinion, it differs. If I were to type in the chat, send 20 nuclear bombers to insert name of micronation here, then that would be roleplay. However, you know, like possible like cyber war, you know, like if done right, like with raids and stuff, could possibly not be roleplay. And actual like micronational invasions are not roleplay.
Fair enough.
Pretending that you are sending these massive amounts of force, but in reality you're not, is roleplay.
Absolutely. So I guess do you feel like for your own nation, you are against roleplay or supportive of roleplay?
I'm against roleplay.
Interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you gonna say something, Suspirian? Or Anthony?
No.
Okay. So I guess for me, I've seen there's a lot of micronations that seem to be kind of somewhere in the middle between at least what I would consider to be role play versus a realist nation. Where do you think that line is for you?
Was this for me or Sasperian?
I guess both.
I feel like Sasperian could probably answer that question.
Um. So what was your question again?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just asking. What is, in your opinion, the line, the difference between a realist nation versus a fantasy nation or a role play nation?
Well, I guess the claims.
That is absolutely a big thing.
Like if the claims aren't actual, then I guess that would be a what you call a fanatical micronation.
Absolutely. Do you have any examples you might be able to think of?
Well, it's not really any I can think of.
Okay, fair enough.
I think that there was one micronation as fanatical.
Absolutely.
I can't remember a name.
That's all good. Can you remember some of their claims, maybe?
Sasperian, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here. Well, oh, I remember micronation that was fanatical.
I have a question for AP.
Absolutely, I'm right here. How can I help you?
What makes Eternian Empire? And the definition of an empire is an extensive group of states or countries under a single supreme authority, formally especially an emperor or empress. What makes Eternia an empire?
That is a great... Oh, I'm sorry.
If it were to be an empire, then it would have to be a very large micronation.
Absolutely. I think as far as micronations go, we are we're definitely larger than I ever expected to be, which I am super thrilled about. I feel like we've been embraced pretty well by the community. But in addition, I think the reason we're an empire and why even before we had any citizens or any online presence, why we considered ourselves an empire is because of my my intentions with the Empire of Eternia. What I hope to do is to create a legitimate state with the Empire of Eternia, to create not only a micronation but a macronation. The thing that has been interesting about my way of going about that is that I'm not interested in war. A lot of empires, as they're normally called, are named that way because they take other nations by force. You know, the empire of Alexander the Great, for example, was specifically based on conquest. The Mongol Empire, the same thing. Most empires are based around the idea of conquest and taking things by force, controlling different territories and groups of people who may have been their own countries and their own states at one point, and saying that you're now under our control. We aren't interested in war. We don't have a military. We don't, create a militia or anything like that. The reason we consider ourselves an empire is because of the nature with which we're trying to grow. we see ourselves more of as almost like a parasite for macronations. Our purpose as the Empire of Eternia is to recruit citizens from macronations, like most other micronations, but with the express intent of doing that all over the world. So the benefit of being a part of the Empire of Eternia is, in order to change the hearts and minds of a macronation's people, we don't have to attack that macronation. We don't have to do anything that puts our nation in jeopardy of being invaded or foiled in any way, because we're not doing anything wrong. We are simply supplying an alternative to living in a macronation and saying that what we hope to do is to provide a better life for the citizens that we gain in support than what that macronation can uphold. That's something that will take a long time for us to do in actuality, but the goal of that means that we're able to recruit people in a macronation who then go out and spread the message of our micronation and recruit others. So in a sense, even though we are not a warring empire, we are an empire in the sense that we are taking over the lands of foreign countries and of taking their citizens, not through force, but through the will of those citizens, to abandon that citizenship in that country in favor of the Empire of Eternia.
Oh, yeah. That's So here's a hilarious story from Australia. Well, not Australia. Apperberg deemed childish, removed from Great Lakes Council after court case. This is hilarious.
Oh.
Unified Press, Cindy Palmer. Today, the Empire of Kappenberg was deemed childish and removed from the Great Lakes Council after acting the most childish during a case for contempt of court. The case was concerning contempt of the court in the Great Lakes Council after the Empire of Kappenberg was tried after breaking Chapter 4, Article 1, Paragraph 2 of the Charter of the Great Lakes Council. During the trial, Jackson First of Kappenberg, dressed in heavy clothing, interrupted the litigant, and when asked for his defense, he began to read out My Twisted World by Elliot Rodger, who caused the 2014 Isla Vista killings in Isla Vista, California. After that, he then read the first sentence of the Wikipedia page of Nazi Germany dictator Adolf Hitler. When he was asked to stop, he started singing out loud the former anthem of Rhodesia. After Jackson I was finished with his defense, King John I, who was representing the Great Lakes Council during the case, had asked Chairman Aidan McGrath, the Supreme Judge, if Kappenberg could be kicked from the GLC as they had broken the rules and acted childish. Afterwards, McGrath asked Jackson I how he pled, responding with the plea, I plead guilty to these nuts, and then just took off his shirt and stated that these pits are guilty of smelling. McGrath decided that the Empire of Kappenberg recommendation of the litigant would remove the Empire from the Great Lakes Council for being childish and ruled that all Great Lakes Council members can no longer recognize the Empire of Kappenberg.
Interesting. Wait, so was this in Australia or Kappenberg?
This was in Australia. This was a trial. I think the Great Lakes Council is like a alliance for like lakes area.
Hmm.
And yeah. So, and I think Australia is a member of the Great Lakes Council, and Kappenberg was, but then he like broke the rules and stuff.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
I'm just listening to the story. So what led to all this? What was the trial about initially?
I don't know. They were trialing him for breaking the rules of the Great Lakes Charter.
And then from there, he just decided to protest by saying these nuts.
By acting immature and childish.
Right. Oh, wow.
Even in the first, couple seconds, they were already less than a minute in, and they were already having an argument about like addresses and like how you would address them and stuff.
Interesting. As far as how the Great Lakes Council expected to be addressed, or how Kapperberg expected to be addressed.
How Kapperberg wanted to be addressed.
So did Kapperberg feel like they were better than the rest of the Great Lakes Council? Is that part of the difficulty?
Yeah, kind of based on like his,
Ego?
After he was convicted, he proceeded to play a like a song on a flute after he was convicted.
Nice.
There's a full 60-minute video of the trial that you can go watch.
I thought you were going to say there's a full 60-minute video of him playing a flute.
No.
Well, that's interesting. Did they take his flute from him?
No, it was on a voice call.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's getting late. It's 11:32, so I think I'm gonna be hitting the hay.
Oh, absolutely. It was really good to talk to you, House Stan.
Yeah, I hope we can do more stuff like this in the future.
No, absolutely. Just let me know. I will be here.
Yeah, thanks. Alright, night.
Good night.
Night.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm steadily building the sky bridge. I've been trying to for a minute. I made like a tower for myself where I had built my bedroom, and now I'm trying to extend sort of a sky bridge throughout most of the Empire of Eternia here on the Minecraft server, and then I'm also trying to reach across the ocean to get to the next little continent.
I have a question about the server.
Oh, absolutely. Now, is this about the Java server or about the server that I'm on right now?
I mean, the Empire of Eternia's
Oh, the Discord.
Server.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I meant to say Minecraft server.
Okay. Perfect.
Is it like a simulation of Eternia?
It's interesting because I don't think it's a full simulation of Eternia. Eternia, in its real form, is very different. You know, we operate doing a lot more technologically. We don't have nearly as much land. So I would say it's definitely a fantasy depiction of the Empire of Eternia, but it's exciting because it allows the people who are our citizens and a part of our Discord who want to hang out with us and be active, but wouldn't have the possibility of joining or participating in the Empire of Eternia itself in real life. It gives them the ability to do that. So it's as close as we can get, I suppose, for the time being.
So, it's not part of your migration itself?
No, we don't consider it an actual part of the nation. No, it's more an extension of our Discord, I would say. Like, similarly to how our Discord is a place where people can talk and communicate and make alliances and do stuff like that, we hope that this is similar.
Oh.
Yeah. So, if somebody like raids our Minecraft server or something, they're not actually attacking Eternia, they're just kind of being weird and disruptive. That way it doesn't affect us nearly as much. That's a good question. I actually really had never thought to address that, but that's a good point to bring up.
I remember I saw a micronational Minecraft server one time.
Did it have a whole bunch of different nations on it, or was it one big nation?
Well, I saw that it was being advertised on the MicroWiki Discord server.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I wonder if they posted anything about it in the Reddit as well.
I tried to join it.
Oh, that's cool. What happened?
I mean, and also, one thing I forgot to mention about it is that, it doesn't affect the, actual migrations who are involved.
Okay. Do they consider it a part of their nation?
Um, no, I guess it's just a simulation.
Interesting. Okay. Fair enough.
I was, unable to join the, server, unfortunately.
The Micronation Minecraft server?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry about that. What was the reason you weren't able to join it?
um, well, I think I was experiencing errors.
Understandable. So
And
it was.
also,
Oh, I'm sorry.
um, and also about the, server, there are, multiple micronations on there.
Okay. Do they all
So
have
it's,
their own land?
I mean, so it's not just, one micronation.
Absolutely. Um, do they all have their own land or their own space on the server?
Yeah, they do.
Well, that's exciting. Do you think that ever causes conflict? Do you think there are ever, simulated wars or anything like that?
I think that there are.
Hmm. Interesting. Do you think that even though it's not a part of their nations directly, do you think that has an impact on their nations as far as how they deal with other nations who are in the Minecraft Discord, Micronation Minecraft?
What do you mean that it affects the, actual nations?
Uh, so even if, for example, taking over their territory in the game doesn't take over their territory in real life, do you think it still causes some disputes between the actual micronations themselves because of feuds that happen in the game?
Well, not really.
Interesting. Okay, so you think that somebody could get into a big war on the server, but still be pretty good friends in real life?
Quite possibly.
Well, that's good. I guess I'd be curious to know if there was anybody that has ever gotten sincerely upset or has ever had a larger consequence because of a war that happened on the micronational Minecraft server.
Forgot about the, so right now it's, 10:40 p.m.
It sure is. That's what time it is here as well. You're in Central Time. Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to, work on the, scribe reports
Absolutely. Good luck with those.
for the Micronational Assembly.
That's wonderful. Good luck.
Oh, I think that I'm going to, have to go now.
I definitely understand. Good luck with the work that you're doing.
Alright. Thanks.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hey, okay, awesome. So we are still technically in the voice channel in case anybody jumps in with us later on. But now I can pay attention to the chat. I can hit up you guys in the chat, and we have 6 viewers right now, and I appreciate y'all. Grand Duchies. Hold up. Free Dairy said, what's a macronation? That's a great question. Hold up. Ooh, we got a whole bunch of... there's so many comments. Eternia, your Discord link is just a bit broken. Oh, yeah, don't worry about that Discord link. That's not a Discord link to our thing. I was trying to send the micro wiki thing that they had posted because they wanted me to share it with the chat. But yeah, that's not the link to our actual Discord. I will add that in uno momento. Un momento. I don't know how you say that. I don't speak Spanish, so please forgive me if I'm butchering it. But yeah, I'm going to generate an infinite link for our Discord server. So anybody that wants to join our Discord server who hasn't yet can definitely jump up in. Ooh, we have 8 viewers. That's how we do it in here in Eternia. We got State of Malinova. How you doing, State of Malinova? It's good to see you. A macronation, Free Dairy. If you don't know what that is, a macronation is the micronationalist term for a normal country. So the United States, Great Britain, Spain, France, Germany, the Congo, South Africa, the South African Union, I think it is, or I'm not sure. Brazil, Mexico, places like that are all considered macronations. They are globally recognized independent nations. Micronations being the alternative, being small nations that are not officially recognized. So once you are able to do something like join the UN, you are no longer considered a micronation, you are considered a macronation. And that's something that makes quite a bit of difference for us as micronationalists and helps us to rank where we are and what we're doing. So when we use the term macronationalist, just know that that's what that means. We're referring to our larger nation counterparts. We have Republic of Free Dairy. Free Dairy said, "Hey, Empire of Eternia, what's your thoughts of us?" So that's a great question. I don't know much about Free Dairy. Let me teach me about Free Dairy. State of Malinova said, Eternia, what's going on, Malinova? Dairy said, yeah, you're correct. I'm correct about what? Grand Duchy said, I also use Central Time. Nice. Central Time gang, going up. State of Malinova said, Eternia, your Discord link is just a bit broken. Kenya Archer Walker said, can you play Roblox? I'm playing Minecraft right now, and I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Like I said, I got this new skin, and I'm pretty excited about that. Also, we have a ton of people who are, have Roblox and are, who have Minecraft and are interested in that. So I think I'm going to be playing Minecraft for a little bit. I do know we have some Roblox fans on the channel, so I'm not going to leave Roblox out forever, especially when Hannah and I hang out, because Hannah doesn't have Minecraft. She really enjoys playing Roblox, and I do too. So sometimes we will do that quite a bit together. So if you really want me to play Roblox, encourage Hannah to join the stream sometime. She does when she can. And so we will be playing more of that when she gets here. I like to kind of leave that as a special treat for when we have guests on the channel, specifically guests who can't play Minecraft with us. But whenever we're dealing with other micronationalists, especially those who can play Minecraft with us, we try and let that happen. And that's, for the most part, how that goes. But that's a great question from you, and I appreciate it. The good news is that that should hopefully be in a couple days. So if you are interested in seeing us play Roblox, definitely check back, potentially even tomorrow. I believe I'm supposed to hang out with Hannah tomorrow, so if you guys want to see Roblox, hit us up, and Hannah and I will probably play Roblox. In addition, the thing that I've been excited about, which I want to talk about on the stream, we're starting to gain a lot of citizens right now. We, just in the last month, I'll say, have gotten our first 2 citizens. And the way that we got those were both as Patreon subscribers, both of them at the $5 tier. That's Gastanova and Xavier. I wanted to shout them out as well. Xavier's tag on YouTube, a lot of the time when he's on these streams, is Comrade 115. So if you ever see him or Gastanova, definitely make sure to give them some love because they are Patriot tier on our Patreon. That's the $5 level. So not only are they citizens, but they're also really helping out the Empire just because they can, and it means the world to me. In addition, we got Will Machine, Will, who is a third citizen of ours, who is contributing and paying his tax through the creation of YouTube videos for us. So he's actually creating content for the channel, one of which you might have seen already, which was the recent Eternian advertisement that we posted. It was a citizen-made thing. It was made by Will, and it's something super, super cool to be able to show off the perspective of one of our citizens. That's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but one, we didn't have any citizens, and two, it's a lot to ask of someone to put in the time and effort to make content for this channel, knowing that they have their own life going on and things like that. So, Will Machine, Gastanova, and Xavier have all put in sacrifices and have all dedicated for the Empire, and I am blown away by what they've been able to do with that and how that's been able to grow us. Because right now, one of the things you may not realize, actually on our counter here, if you see that over on the side, we have our get us to 1,000 subs counter. That end date for it, where it says 10 days to go, that's my birthday on May 29th. I will be turning 22, and that's something that I would really, really love to try and get closer to for my birthday. So if you guys are interested in giving us a sub, it would be a huge, awesome birthday present for me, and I would appreciate it. Blue Marble says, what's up with the whole new jobs thing? Yeah, I want to talk about that. So, like I said...
Hey, AP.
Oh, hey, hold on. Who's joining us?
It's me, your bro Connor.
Hey, what's going on?
I just wanted to pop in and say hi. We're still playing on the Java server.
That's awesome, man.
We just established some border regulations, somewhat, and some colonial administration.
Oh my goodness. See, this is the thing that I'm kind of conflicted, because on the one hand, I'm glad that you guys have been able to like make the server which you guys want. I'm glad that it's been able to sort of develop freeform through you all.
Yes.
But at the same time, I'm just not really sure that it's like an Eternia server, other than in name, of course.
I feel like it could
well,
be
okay, listen. In the first part of the Constitution, your word is law.
That's true.
If you mandate anything, we will bend over backwards to have it done.
That is true. That is part of the.
So if you have
new Eternian policy,
if you have any grievances whatsoever, and you want anything changed, we will go straight first thing. Like, your word is law. We will literally change anything. Like, if you want us to tone down fantasy, we'll tone down fantasy. If you want us to, I don't know, whatever.
Take out the Great Wall Reich, which apparently he's been wanting to do for a while now.
He's put a foothold. He's literally put a foothold of the Great Wall Reich. He found a village and he established his Great Wall Reich.
Dude, that was completely
the server.
Sorry.
Like, if you want us to like get rid of any policy, anything we've done, we will do it, because, like I said, it's first and foremost Eternia. We've just been kind of doing this on our own.
Yeah, until you're able to get Java and come on and mandate.
No, absolutely, and I really appreciate it. Like, I don't want you guys to misunderstand and say that I don't.
No, it's fine.
I absolutely appreciate it. I just think it's interesting because it feels like this big painting, this thing that you guys have all worked on together, and I'm excited to see that. So I would feel weird about changing things, I guess, because it's this developed, established thing, you know?
Yeah, but no, you remember, if you have any criticisms at all or anything, it is for you, really. Like,
technically, it's like
I did make it for you, because, kinda, it was for you, for us, because we wanted to play with you. But you guys, we were all Java and you were Bedrock. So we've kind of just done our own thing to like in preparation of you getting Java. Hopefully, yeah.
No,
So,
absolutely.
I mean, so if you like I said, you are the big Eternia guy. If the big Eternia guy has anything he wants different, it'll be different, right?
We'll fix it.
And yeah, we'll fix it. We can change like any names. We can, whatever, you know, because it is your server. It's your server. I'm just being the regent.
I'm running it in your place.
In your stead.
In your stead.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, guys. I do. I'm excited to play on it with you. That's part of the reason I feel bad right now is because you guys are doing all this stuff and creating this whole world, and it just feels separated. I wish I could be over there, you know?
Are you back, Connor?
Oh, well, Wool Machine is begging us to return.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, yeah, we're running it to like. You don't have to feel bad, AP. Honestly, I guess Connor would say something similar, but I'd say, think of it as like us preparing for it, so it's all ready when you.
Exactly.
Arrive.
That's
So
how I like to think about it.
So
Preparation for your
the Emperor's arrival.
Yeah, it's like your
It's like when the towns in Britain prepare for the Queen's arrival
and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it. I'm flattered that you guys would go through all the time and effort to make that and to build it. It really is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you, like I said, if you have anything that you want changed, we will not be offended. We will not, because it is your thing first and foremost. But yeah, Will Machine is banging us, so we're gonna return to him.
Yeah, we'll be back later.
Get Java.
I can't get Java. I spent $30 on the Windows 10 version.
I guess you just gotta wait until next Patreon.
Yeah. Yeah, Stefan, we're coming back, Stefan. All right, so we'll be back, AP, hopefully later.
All right.
Okay, see ya.
Right, see you guys. Ah, damn. Yeah, I just think that's the weird thing about it right now is that like those guys are all over there, which is super cool. I'm excited for it. It seems fun. It feels like I'm stuck over here, and I kind of hate that. I felt like the last stream was really cool because everybody was jumping in and having discussions and talking about things on the stream here, you know, and it became kind of a community show. And that was really cool, and I feel like now things have just sort of have migrated without me. So it's an interesting dynamic going on right now. Not only that, a lot of people have put into the Windows 10 one, and I feel weird about it because there was sort of a direction and a flow that was going into this one, and now there's like a whole new Eternia server, and there's a whole bunch of other people on that one. I definitely think there are more people on the Windows 10 version, not on the Windows 10 version, on the Java one. So I am excited to go over there and see what everybody's been doing. I know in the long run, having Java will probably pay off more because we'll have such a large community over there. But the issue right now is that it does sort of detract from the stream a little bit, you know? Having everybody here last time, having everybody's opinion, seeing what we could all do to actually create more, not only in the Minecraft version of Eternia, in the that aspect of things, but also in Eternia proper in itself. Seeing the way that everybody had conversed and come together to talk about all these different topics was really cool. And I think the Minecraft part of these streams was supposed to be a supplement, something to play and watch and hang out doing in continuing these larger micronational conversations and in planning our actual nation in the real world, connecting with these other micronationalists who are doing that. And I just worry about the stream becoming more and more about Minecraft or about developing things in this Minecraft world. Because I really would like it to ultimately just be a community show where, you know, people can come on and talk about what they're doing in their actual nations. And I feel like regardless of the circumstance, it seems interesting to see that kind of break away a little bit. I was hoping that there'd be even more people in the voice chat tonight, and we did have quite a few people in the voice chat, but it ultimately just became that sort of separation between everybody wanting to play on the Java server. And I just think, though I'm excited to see it, and I think it'll be awesome, I don't know how I feel about it myself as far as my excitement about joining it, because it has developed sort of without me. It doesn't feel like something that was really based in Eternia yet, you know? So it's just interesting. It feels like a different art project type of thing. But yeah. Because the biggest thing that I think is cool about Minecraft and why I decided to do it is because of the fact that I'm not good at Minecraft. You know, I haven't really developed anything in Minecraft. I'm learning it, and I thought that would be kind of a cool aspect of this, is just stumbling around, trying to survive, having this really hard game that I'm trying to figure out, you know, starting it off like this server on hardcore mode, having no creative ability, having to do everything by hand, and if you die, losing everything, having all of that become difficult, and then out of those ashes, sort of building these little things and seeing it develop over time in each stream, having that sort of become the background of the stream, and sort of painting this canvas together with the other people who come in and talk and develop things in their own nations as well through this chat. But now the chat has gone, and the stream is now different. And again, I'm excited to see what everybody's doing in there. I can't wait for the final unveiling, but I don't know how much of Eternia it actually is, as opposed to a creation by fellow micronationalists, which is in its own right something exciting and good, and I can't wait to show the channel. But I am interested to see how much we can get back to my original idea for what I wanted the live stream to be, and how cool I thought the last live stream was. That was my big hope with everything, was that last live stream I felt like went really well. And out of surprise, you know, I didn't have any expectations going into the last one, and I think that might be part of it too. You know, last time going so well, and then having the expectation that this one would be the same thing, and knowing that everybody's doing things a little bit differently now, and it's sort of forming a mind of its own, has been an interesting thing to see it develop. But yeah, I feel, if it is Eternia, I feel distanced from my nation. Not my actual micronation, but from this server that has just sort of cropped up and that everybody started doing things on. It's an interesting feeling. We have 4 viewers right now. Kenya said, can you play Roblox? I appreciate it. No, like I said, I don't think I'm going to be playing Roblox right now. Blue Marble said, what's up with the whole new jobs thing? That's what I wanted to talk about. So we have people who are coming in and who are doing things like podcasts for us, who are doing things, creating content, who are doing things like saying, hey, I know how to make these different goods and items, and are able to sell them on the Empire of Eternia site, on the Imperial Market site. Hopefully we're going to be getting things out more frequently for you guys to buy, and to either be customized for your own nations or to buy as Empire of Eternia merch. So we're going to have definitely different ways of going about that, and all of that helps to raise funds for the Empire, so that, you know, next year at this time we're doing even crazier videos, having things that are more out in the real world, and doing things like recruiting citizens in person, you know, talking to other people about micronations, potentially going visit other micronations, doing things like that. The larger that this channel gets, the more money that we get, the more I can invest in doing cooler micronational things, and pushing the limits of what a micronation is and what micronations have been able to do in the past. Grand Duchy of the Seal says, I might join the voice chat next stream. My family's asleep and I don't want to wake them up. I definitely understand. If anybody does want to join the voice chat, though, and they're available, they definitely should. Because, yeah, right now I'm just sort of hanging out right now. And I'm alone in my stream, besides y'all's comments, which I'm hanging out with right now. Republican Free Dairy says, do you have a way of communications? So we have our Discord, which is a great way of communication, and that's the link that we posted, our last link that we actually just posted. But then in addition, we have our email, eternianempire@gmail.com, and we have this Minecraft server and the voice chat in the Discord, stuff like that. That's generally the best way that we do it. Hannah Christine said, "Sup, foe?" What's going on, Hannah? I am glad you are off work. I hope everything's going well, and I hope you made it home safe. Grand Duchy of Asile said, "Hello, Hannah." Hannah said, "Hey." Republic of Free Dairy says, "Oi, oi, alas, a rare sight on the internet." Yep, we have the Hannah. Hannah, everybody is talking about that we should play, that we should play Roblox. And right now I'm playing Minecraft because I got this cool skin. I like my guy right now. He's pretty swooted out. But ooh, there's a spider in the background gonna try and kill me, but I'm gonna kill it first because eat or be eaten type of thing, I guess. But yeah, the people have been demanding that we play Roblox together, Hannah, so we got to do that. As soon as we can, we should definitely hit up some Roblox, you and I, because the stream demands it. The people who don't have Minecraft need it in their lives. So we gotta definitely jump on there. Plus, I know it's something that kind of anybody can join up in our Roblox games. And part of the reason why I wanted to develop a Roblox server for the or game for the Empire of Eternia as well, simply so that you didn't really have to have any special connection or any special game in order to do that. You can just sort of hop on and be a part of this little community, and that's really what it would be. You know, in the Roblox versions of things, it wouldn't be so much building and crafting and that aspect of things as it would be, you know, you'd already had this preset background, this established thing that had been designed in Roblox, and that people would essentially just walk around it and communicate, and we would have the stream hosted very, very similarly, with the added benefit of now having this little civilization that's that you can see developing through it. Very similarly to the way that we're doing things on Minecraft now, but with the development of this new server, I don't know how I feel about it right now, to tell you the truth. I think it went from something that was pitched to something that is already like full swing in development before I could really blink. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen to it. I'm curious to see how everybody's been developing. I just don't want, you know, I just don't want it to be something that people get disappointed with, or that, you know, I'm putting my input into too much. Because of how much everybody has put into it. That's, I guess, what I hope to see out of it, you know? I just feel like, as of yet, even though in name it is the Empire of Eternia server, we really haven't, I haven't been able to put any contribution toward it, so I don't feel like it is really representative of Eternia yet. Besides, of course, in name, and I haven't seen the server yet, so that's not really fair for me to make all these judgments early on like this. But I guess it's because of my detachment from the server that I feel this questionability about it. But yeah, as opposed to this server, you know, where of course people have built and made their own things, and it's definitely exciting. But at the same time, I've had a lot of input into it, and I've had a lot of as it developed, not from other people, but directly from me, and then other people sort of coming in and being able to do little bits and pieces here and there as happened. I feel like for something to really be Eternian, it needs to start from me being the seed of it, and when it doesn't, it can still be exciting, and it can be something very, very beautiful, and it can be a strong representation of things, but I don't know how much to me it feels Eternian if my mark isn't in it from the very beginning. You know? It's an interesting setup to see, and if I end up liking it, that may pave new ideas for the Empire of Eternia, and for what it means for Eternia to be a developing nation, and for it to be something that is community driven, as opposed to having started from me. Because, like I've always said, you know, the Empire of Eternia, it's something that first and foremost I always wanted to make sure stayed something that started with me, and that had roots in what I was interested in. And if this server ends up being something that I see really has a positive impact on the community, regardless of whether or not it is something that I have put my mark on, it very well may just change my ideas about micronationalism a little bit, and about what specifically the Empire of Eternia is all about. I'm excited to see people's input, but at the same time, it makes me curious about my own philosophical questions about the Empire at large. Seeing all these people's achievements and all of these people's different contributions make me wonder, at a certain point, is it better to stick to our guns as traditionalists in a sense of how Eternia was originally founded, and the idea behind it, or whether we have to shed that in favor of being more representative of the community that would currently be living in it and working on it. So it's always going to be, I suppose, that interesting back and forth, and that question that I have for myself of, is this something that ultimately is representative of me, and is that the most important thing for Eternia? It does bring up a really large philosophical question, I think, for the Empire. Even though, you know, a Minecraft server doesn't seem like something that would pose a big question for a government, it really can, just because this is some of the first time that we have large-scale citizen interaction and development for the Empire, not only in the Minecraft server, but in real life, besides the Emperor. So it just changes the paradigm of what we have been. Ooh, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Hannah said, Roblox indeed. Y'all please give us some recommendations for games to play. Yes, we played, what was the one where we, like, you shoot people and you stab people and stuff? It's like a Russian roulette type game. We played that. We always play backpacking, which is like a super peaceful game. I love backpacking because it is kind of one of those background things where you can just walk around and hang glide and do funny stuff while talking to people on the stream. Kingdom of Nibia. If you have an account from 2008, you can sell it for over $200. Wow. Hold up. Grand Duchy said, wow. Also, almost all items from 2008 are now worth thousands of real-life cash. Oh, wow. Hannah said, mine is from 07. Hannah, sell that. Make bank. Or keep it for like 20 years and then sell it and have it worth $1 million. Republic of Free Dairy says, somebody get coronavirus in your Discord? No. Who got coronavirus? Dairy said, cool. Mibia said, I'm being flexed on. I only have a 2015 account. Who has corona? Also, I hope they're okay. Legitimately. If someone really does have coronavirus, I hope they're okay. It's very serious. And I hope they know that we have their, that they have our support, and that we're looking for them to have a speedy recovery. Whoever it is, I really hope that we can keep in touch with them to make sure they're alright. Derry said, does your country have executions? We do not have executions, as it is such a, as of right now, we have pretty high standards for what citizenship is in general. We have not had a situation where somebody's worked all that hard to become a citizen and then done something to break the law. So, if we did, we have had executions and things like that on the Minecraft server. Just, you know, people being silly and jumping in, but that's not really the same as our actual civilization, our actual micronation. In our own micronation, no. We do not do severe punishment for breaking the law and things like that. Our nation is something that you choose to be a part of. And if you were showing, you really wouldn't have to break the law to not be a citizen. if you showed just a lack of effort or dedication to the Empire of Eternia, you could lose your citizenship long before you'd ever break the law. So if you ever became someone who was confrontational toward the Empire, that would be enough for you to leave. You wouldn't have to break the law. Hannah says, Breaking Point. That is the name of the game. Breaking Point, yes. Mibia says, also, I think we should make a quiz for kid-ran nations to join. What do you mean a quiz? Free Dairy says, Zach got corona. Uh-oh. Wait, hold up. Which Zach? Ooh, hold up. I just want to, oh, hold up. Oh, shit. Zach said, hey, I just want to say goodbye. I won't be active for a while as I have recently contracted the virus and have bad asthma, and I'm at high risk. Add reaction. Hold up. At Zach. Please take care and update us when you can. We are all thinking of you and wishing you well. Stay strong for us, Zach. We love you. We love you, Zach. You got this. We love you, Zach. Please be okay. Republic of Free Dairy said, in Free Dairy, informers get shot. Informers? What are informers? Also, Hannah says, getting off, TTYL, bye chat, see you soon. See you, Hannah. Kingdom of Mibia said Google quiz or whatever it's called. But I guess the interesting thing, what do you mean by like kid-run nations? And why would it specifically be a quiz for kid-run nations? What do you think this quiz that you would have in mind would be about? What's the need for the quiz?
Oh, sorry, you're answering a question.
No, you're good. What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to say, so I was watching the stream, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed you were talking about not your grievances, but your
concerns.
Concerns, yeah. Your understandable like fears that could possibly arise from the Java server.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that you know how you have that community content. We over in the New Eternia chat have devised an idea where to make it feel more a part of actual Eternia, Will Machine, a citizen, could record and upload content about New Eternia on your YouTube channel and make it like a sort of series.
Absolutely, and that sounds interesting. I think my grievances. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was about to say, because we had a part that we all agree you would probably love, which it was like a question period with the mayor.
Yeah. After and I was worried. I was considering forming a military junta.
They were trying to somewhat depose me as the mayor.
Hey, I wasn't trying to.
Well, you know what? You guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were all voicing their concerns about New Eternia, and it was a question period, and like it was really interesting because it was like sounded like an actual question period. Like
yeah,
if you ever watch those, if you watch some of those like Parliament videos, it was crazy, man. But like recording stuff like that and uploading it onto the YouTube could really help feel it integrate content.
Eternia into the Eternian Empire and help.
Absolutely. I just think the strange thing about it, and part of the thing that I was talking about that you guys might have heard is, it's not so much the fact that it's of anything in particular that was created or has been done that I've like edited about it. It's not something that, you know, because there's a lack of content right now on it. It's simply the fact that I didn't make it. You know, you guys made it.
Yeah.
So it's something where, you know, whenever I got this Minecraft server and I started doing this, the point of it wasn't necessarily to make this, you know, considered an extension of Eternia, or a place to necessarily to be a substitute for Eternia. It was more to have a background to the stream. It is something where people could participate in the game that I was playing if they had the ability, and then additionally to now that we had this voice chat thing going on, to be able to have these conversations about Eternia proper, Eternia in the real world, and its development there. I think the thing that's been interesting about the Java server is that, you know, from its creation, the thing that I had heard last when I was on Discord was that you were going to be creating this Java server, but the part that I had heard was that it was going to be off until I was able to get this Java thing. And then it was opened up, and then it became something where everybody started developing on it, and now there's people who are saying that they're, you know, the mayor and all these different things, which doesn't have anything to do with Eternia.
I understand that. I apologize for that. I was fully intent on keeping it off until you were ready, but I was talking with a bunch of people and they were like begging me. I got kind of peer pressured into turning it on.
Yeah, I didn't. At least myself, I wasn't trying to peer pressure.
Yeah, you not really, but there were a couple other people.
For me, I was more confused when you said, because you were talking about the server. I was like, wait a second, is it online or?
Yeah, I felt kind of. What I'm saying is, I felt kind of peer pressured to turn it on.
Yeah, whoops. Sorry about that, bro.
It's okay. It's okay.
But that's the thing that's interesting about it. That is that ultimately, what Eternia is comes from me. Nobody else can really create anything that is Eternian and truly call it Eternian, right? So it's interesting because all of this was created, and I definitely support you guys having that, and I'm glad that you guys have somewhere where you can create and develop and have fun, but that isn't me. You know, that's not what I'm doing.
If it helps, we have Eternian banners.
That's
I
cool.
made it.
Yeah, he did make an Eternian banner, so maybe he can give you the design so you can replace those pillager banners.
Maybe so, yeah.
But I mean, that's why I'm so excited to get you on, because then you could make it like
have part of the stream background,
and then
you have another layer of your community.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's the thing that's interesting. You know, I'm not trying to like squash things or anything.
We're not like afraid of that. Because we made it for you, and I do apologize for starting it up. I shouldn't have, because I really did want you to be a part, but you know, hearing you kind of talk about it makes me a bit scared that you won't like it. It's like makes me feel kind of like an abandoned child.
Oh no! And that's what I worry about. Like I don't want it to be.
Because I'm scared. It's like you sound. Because you are disconnected from it. You sound so disconnected from it. I don't want that. I want you to be like the driving force. I want the Emperor's will. Because really, literally, all decisions we've made in the server, we
by the Emperor's word. That's literally.
Or by the Emperor's will.
But let me.
We all can agree.
But let me ask you this. But let me ask you this. I agree with the sentiment, and I do appreciate it. But for example, there was a constitution created. There were all these things created, even by like one of my citizens, which is really interesting because right, which is interesting because the whole point of Eternia, the whole thing that Eternia has been founded around is the idea that first and foremost it is around this channel and about what I'm doing on it. So the thing that's weird is it just is saying that these things come from me, but none of it actually having come from me doesn't make it Eternian. It makes it exciting and it makes it a part of the micronational community, but and I'm excited to see it, but I just don't feel like it's Eternian because this thing that I'm doing right now on the Windows 10 server, it's something where I don't know much about Minecraft. You guys are able to develop leaps and bounds, and I'm sure very, very beautiful things on the server that you guys have created, but that wasn't exactly the point of what I was doing on here. It was to struggle in this really hard game. It was to develop from nothing and to see how that progresses over time, very similarly to my own nation. To see that landscape that was once just this randomly generated mess slowly form into something that is something that I've put my mark on. So to see, I guess, all the development and creation on the other server is exciting. It's just it's not Eternia.
Would you like us to rebrand?
I can't tell you what to do. It's not my server. You know what I mean?
Is like
yeah, we tried to. Yeah, we understand that the point is you understand the point that you're making. We tried to. I guess the intention was trying to make an offshoot of not really an offshoot, a colony. Not really. I'm trying to find a good word. A community hub, I guess.
We wanted kind of what you guys had on the Bedrock, but on the Java.
Like trying to basically copy it, essentially.
And I respect that.
For the Java players, the people who can't do the Bedrock.
And I respect that. But I mean, I guess it's weird to say, you know, that you want to make an extension or something that you guys can participate in for the Empire of Eternia, but then not have it come from the Empire of Eternia. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried to make it Eternian, but I guess it wasn't really the best.
Well, it's not that you guys did anything wrong inherently, and I want to make that clear. I'm really proud of you guys for the things that y'all have developed, and I'm excited that you guys have a place where y'all are having fun. It's not a thing that can really be created unless it comes from me. If I say, hey, I'd like you guys to make this or that or whatever, that's kind of one thing, but it developed on its own. You know, there was a constitution created on its own. There was things that were developed on their own, which I feel like in many ways were just separated from me. You know, it's not Eternian because it's not something that was really.
Yeah, because I mean the government is a absolute monarchy.
Right, so, and if the monarch never said anything about it, was it ever?
Yeah, Eternian? You know, I think my takeaway from this is I won't get peer pressured into turning it back on. I'm probably gonna keep it off after this, I guess.
That's up to you guys. That's completely up to y'all. I don't want to stifle your creativity at all. I don't know how I feel about the Java version now. You know.
Well, we don't want to make it like a rival.
We don't
Eternia.
want.
We want it to be part of Eternia,
our own.
Not.
We don't want to be our own thing. That's the thing.
I mean, Connor.
That was never the intention.
I mean, Connor kind of wrote. Connor
tried
to write the Constitution as close to like to make sure you had the most authority.
We didn't. Literally, all it was is Eternia is the emperor.
And we
serve him, and also just don't kill people. It's pretty much the entire Constitution.
Thou shalt not grief was the third.
Yeah. And like,
I guess I kind of did violate the. I go to sleep. Hey, what the? Who hit me? Oh, I'm gonna sleep in your mayor bunker.
Anyway, I just.
Yeah, this is kind of an awkward situation we found ourselves
because I do want you genuinely to be a part of it. I don't want it to be its own thing.
Yeah, like to be a rival or its own thing compared
to
Eternia.
It genuinely, it is my intention to have Eternia.
Maybe
so I think I probably
probably
will keep the server off until we can get you Java. because.
Oh dang it! All right.
Well, I mean,
Wait,
that's
we can
up.
do the thing for because the
Mm.
emperor
I just feel like there
partially at least.
there's nothing that I wanted to stifle you guys on, or to to make you feel bad about, because I'm really excited that you guys did all that with me in mind.
To try to grow the Eternian community.
Absolutely, and I feel like you guys are the driving force behind that, because me being on camera for 2 hours, I could without you guys, I could be doing this in front of a mirror and it would make no difference.
Yeah.
The thing that I feel like is just interesting about it is I feel like in you guys' excitement, uh, it just became
We left
something
you
different.
in the dust.
Yeah, it just didn't become a part of Eternia anymore. And of course, there's always saying, we can try and do this and that to incorporate it and change it to be more Eternian, but it never was Eternian in the first place. So I feel like it wasn't so much a development from Eternia. It was a community thing, which is cool in its own right. But I just feel like if we develop something, on the channel that's going to be a part of the Empire of Eternia and a part of its content and all that, I really want it to start from here, or at least be something that was pre-planned.
All right, so
that's fair. So what should we
What should we do to remedy the situation?
What should we do to remedy the situation?
That's up to you guys, because I just don't consider that to be mine. That's y'all's. I can't tell you what to do with it because it's
fair.
not.
That's completely fair. That's because it kind of goes with the government of Eternia. Eternia is a absolute monarchy, so it kind of has to go with the with the emperor.
And New Eternia is too.
Yeah, New Eternia is technically an absolute monarchy too. What are we doing with this plantation?
But I just I do feel really bad for starting before.
Yeah, kind of leaving you in the dust for that.
I'm really tempted to restart the server now.
Oh, shoot.
And then just
come on, don't do that, bro. I just got my iron armor. Come on.
But I don't know. I feel bad.
I mean, if it's any not trying to defend it or anything, I'm just saying as any remedy. At least we haven't gotten extremely far. AP at least.
Yeah, literally we just started.
We didn't necessarily build anything. We kind of just we actually just took over a village and put a bunch of your flag around.
We have a bunch of flags. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we put a bunch of flags in a village and then another village. The main building is really Stefan, who's working on his own for the GLR.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see. And there you joined Stefan. Yeah, he has a cave colony and newer Slin.
Because AP, I really wanted this to be Eternian, and I wanted you to be a part of this. But I guess, in the excitement, you were left in the dust, and I apologize for that, and I genuinely think I might restart because I don't want it.
Even I don't want to restart the server because that's gonna be.
I don't want it to be. I don't want you to think of it as like some sort of
offshoot.
Yeah, or some sort of
spin-off, kind of like Teen Titans.
Because I want it to be Eternian. I want it to be from you, and
we're kind of I guess
I don't want to feel like a like some sort of half son that
kind of has
your unfaithful wife conceived.
Oh my god, we're going with awkward metaphors here, aren't we?
That your unfaithful wife conceived,
bro. This is PG-13. My god. Are you in creative right now, Connor?
Me, no.
All right.
Probably lag.
Keep the
Anyway.
keep the PG, all right, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not
Keep
saying
the
anything.
PG.
Oh yeah, but that's yeah.
Yeah. So what should we do to remedy the
I
issue, AP? What do you think? Do you like what's your like? I guess do you support the new Eternia server?
It's it's just a weird situation. First off, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my stream right now. I had to move the. I don't know if you guys can see if the stream's like act. I think it's frozen right now because I'm trying to. I tried to move my stream and now everything's kind of like.
you're really quiet.
Yeah, I had to move my
that's better.
mic away for a second, but the is the entire stream frozen for you guys, or can you see me?
I can. I'll check. 1 sec.
I appreciate it because I think the stream's just completely frozen right now.
It's yeah, it looks frozen. Yeah, the character isn't blinking or anything, and
Yeah.
I can hear you though.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
good. I'm glad. At least it's live in some sense, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my screen capture and everything here.
It's a setup to
So
get off
if
the
you-
awkward topic.
I guess yeah. Sorry if we messed up your stream, bro.
No, that wasn't you guys. I was trying to move it.
So I guess the question would be, I'll ask it as, would you want to join the new Eternia server? 'Cause, I mean, we kind of built
in
it.
its current
I mean,
state, or would
Connor
you
was-
prefer if you joined it after a reset or something?
I don't want to reset it, bro.
But no, independent of what you want,
Yeah. Like,
what is AP's opinion?
That's true.
Would you join it if in its current state? Like if I put it on a, I don't know, hold until you are able to join, or would you? I don't know what would
Do you
you
want us to
join
get
it
rid
all?
of it, or like, would you join it at all
I guess I would.
if you get Java like that? Obviously.
I would want to check it out because I feel like it's something that you guys put a lot of effort and passion into, and I appreciate that. I just don't feel like it's Eternia. I don't feel like it's something that I can call Eternian. So
You're right.
Would you
You're right.
help
It is an
make it a-
Eternian. It's new Eternian. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a bad joke.
But
I mean, I did
would-
specify in the question period to make sure that we.
Would you make it like help us make it Eternian?
Make it
By, like-
Eternian.
you guys give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I might end up restarting the stream, like ending and restarting a stream, but give me 1 second.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
No, it's fine, Connor. It's fine.
Oh, I feel bad because I wanted it to be like AP's thing, but I guess we, I don't know, we got caught up.
I don't think you got too caught up, bruh.
I don't know, man. We did all these things and he had no
I mean,
say.
think about it. We could have had like diamonds and stuff like that. I mean, technically one of us does, but
Hey guys,
Charles
so
Charles went and did his own thing.
for everybody that is on the stream, I know we have like 6 viewers right now. For any of you guys that want to continue watching the stream, I'm gonna have to end this one and start a new one because I can't figure out